Hello and welcome into the 2023 Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball Media Day. I am thrilled to be here to kick off the year with such a strong conference. My name is Jillian Carroll. I'm honored to be back to get things rolling. And today we're joined by Culver-Stockton head coach. This is Jeffrey Lipton. And this year we even get to hear from some of the athletes. So we are also joined with Owen Randall. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time and joining us. How are you doing today?
Good. Everything's good. Weather's good. I'm good.
Good. Well, glad to hear that, Coach. I'm going to come to you first year at Culver-Stockton for the Wildcats. Very excited to welcome you in. And of course, Owen, as we're here with us today, we're going to start with you letting us get a glimpse into what Owen brings to your program. So just kind of share that for us.
Let's see, when I got here, I was looking for players who were here, who had experience, but also knew the lay of the land. So it sort of led Owen and a couple of his teammates to become, team leaders. So being here and understanding what's going on with, Culver-Stockton, Heart of America, the program's history, they've sort of given me a lot of help in sort of getting up to speed with a lot of little things. The list is probably too long to go after, but they bring experience because they know the league. Now, I know the league because we know that in Heart of America, at least 3 of these teams are, top in the country. So we're not playing in a horrible league. Or we're not playing a league where we don't have to be ready to bring it every day. So knowing that impacts pretty much every day that we practice. We have to work hard, regardless of what the result may be or may not be. There's no day off to not worry about it. Not that I'm worried, but there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
There's a lot in this program to organize, reorganize, and get to the level where we can compete with those 3 and at least compete with the best in NAIA. So having Owen and others, they just sort of they know a lot, and them being here is the best resource that a coach can have, is when you have players who are committed, who know the lay of the land, and they want to be competitive. They want to win. So life is good on that front. I can't complain.
Sure, and I'm sure that brings you a boat of confidence, which is great. Turning the tables to you, Owen, let's take a moment to get to know you. Tell us a little bit about where you're from and what you're majoring in.
So I'm from Dallas, Texas. Right now I'm a double major in business administration and sports management, with some minors in data analytics and sports health.
Excellent. So you'll be busy on and off the court, obviously. Coach, coming back to you, a little bit about your coaching career and experience.
To say I've coached every level of Division III women's volleyball. I've coached Division III men's volleyball predominantly, having been at the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy and Stevens Institute of Technology, which is one of the top programs in D3, and then 17 years of coaching club ball in the East Coast. So I guess I sort of have as well-rounded an understanding of the volleyball world as you could get, given the time that I've spent doing it. So
certainly sounds like it, which is such a blessing for Culver-Stockton, obviously, to bring you in. For this first year, what are your expectations on how you're going to kick off the season just here in a short couple weeks?
My expectations are for us to be as competitive as we can be. I'm pretty straightforward with, we brought in a certain number of freshmen. We've lost some players in the transition of a coach. So we are sort of working hard to find balance for this year and make sure that we can put on a product that we can all be respected and proud of. And then the future is, through recruiting and again, building this program to what we would love it to be, is to go on the attack, and really challenge the best of our conference, the best of NAIA, and take us to wherever we can go. I'm not a big one for setting the ultimate goal. Yes, we would all love to win a conference championship, and we've all loved to win a national title. And I've had the opportunity to be in positions like that. But it's never a promise, it's a goal. So our goals are realistic. Let's get to the first goal, then we go to the next goal, and then we shoot for the moon. So it has to be realistic. We can't be arrogant about stuff we can't control.
Yeah. And Owen, from your perspective, how has preseason gone and how are you feeling about getting going? Are you pretty excited?
Yeah, preseason was good. We had our good sum of practices and getting to know these new freshmen. We got some pretty good talent that came in. It's always hard transitioning from one coach to another, especially when some of the old players came in, with a different coach and they're coming into something brand new. But overall, I feel like we have a lot of hopes. Obviously, we'd like to do better than last year. This being my second season playing, obviously I want to improve every year. But as a team, I feel like we have some jumps to make, but overall, we're looking very, very good as of right now.
Awesome. Talk a little bit about your experience on campus. I believe they call the area the Hill. Is that right?
Yeah, it's very hard to walk around sometimes. It gets very tiring to get from one side to the other, even though very small, but very, hard to navigate sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you kind of alluded to this, your experience in the conference. The Heart is very competitive. There's no secret about that. Tell me a little bit about how you and the guys have to prepare week to week with this competitive conference. You don't really get any, easy breaks, do you? How do you do that throughout the course of the season?
So yeah, I mean, our conference, I look at it, I believe that we're the most challenging conference in the country. I would say every week we just have to, know that we're playing a top team in the country and we can't let that get down on us. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, even if you lose to these guys, you have to understand you're playing Grandview, who's won back-to-back national championships now. And as long as you prepare for the team, we come in, we'll do film with coach and we'll kind of scout out the other teams, who we're going up against, but it's just always staying on your toes and being able to adjust to who you're playing. Because none of these teams play the same. They all play very different styles of volleyball at a very high level. So it's just learning how to combat that and be able to approach every team in a different way.
Sure. Coach, anything stand out to you that you're really pleased with so far about the team?
I think that I'm really happy with the freshman class that I didn't recruit. And I don't say that in a bad way, because I've gotten to know them all. And I think that they've all integrated well with each other, but they've also integrated well with the upperclassmen.
Okay.
And we are a young team at best. We are young, but I think that they all sort of get along as well as you would want players to get along. They understand the lay of the land. They know what they're getting involved with. And we have a few freshmen who are sort of carefree, they don't really care. They're not going to really worry about the stuff they can't worry about. They're just going to play volleyball and do the best that they can. And my job is to just try and make sure that we are staying focused on our goals. We can't worry about the things we can't control. And again, we can't set too many goals that we can't achieve.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, if you're getting beat down or you're getting depressed, it makes it hard to do the job day in and day out. So my job is to make sure that we are just staying on task with what our goals are and what we want to achieve.
Yeah.
There'll be a time to sort of look externally at, who we're going to take down. There's a different, when you're a Park, Grandview, or a MOBAP, you're looking at the world differently than we are, and I think that when you're playing against nationally rated teams, their focus is different than us trying to get to that point.
Mhm.
So it's more, we need to look in, deal with our house, and make sure we're functioning well, and then we'll let the rest just happen.
Sure.
In future years, I hope to be saying that we're gonna make a stake for, bigger lands and more.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's it. Again, there's no illusion here about who we are and what we want to do. That's not volleyball, because on any given day, even the best can lose. That you see it. We saw it with the national championships for women's volleyball just recently in Nebraska. The best teams, the ones that are supposed to win, can lose, and it's just a matter of hitting it right on any given day.
Sure.
Any given Sunday, as they say from
Yes.
football.
And as you continue to evolve and create your identity at Culver-Stockton, what are your thoughts about traveling down to Kentucky? You guys got a battle there.
I think it's going to be fun. I mean, it's good to have 3 matches that are completely out of conference.
Mhm.
It just so happens that Owen went to K-State, one of the schools that we're playing. So for him, it's like going back to a place he came from. So we have 3 non-conference matches. Again, no illusions here about what we can and can't do. Just we're going to go, we're going to fight hard, and the results will be what they are going to be.
Sure. Well, before I let you go, guys, we're going to ask the same question of every head coach. So, Coach, you're on the spot here. What's the first thing you hear when you do hear the words Heart of America Athletic Conference Men's Volleyball?
It's a fight to the end.
Yeah.
The last point is the last point.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's no easy in the word Heart of America. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Excellent. I think you summed it up beautifully. Obviously, with leadership like Owen and the rest of the guys, we wish you the best of luck this season.
Thank you.
As you continue to evolve, best of luck to you, and Owen, best of luck in the classroom and on the court. We thank you both for your time today, guys.
Thanks.
Of course.
Thank you.